Good morning, Seekers. Today is Thursday, April 23rd, 2020, and we are ready for another magical day of distance learning. We have got to start off with some wonderful news. We have a brand new baby Seeker. Little Harper, Miss V's granddaughter, was born very, very early yesterday morning. She's healthy, she's 6 pounds, and Miss V wanted to share this particular photo of you because she's definitely got that Baby Yoda vibe in this picture. So check that out, and I'm sure you'll agree. Miss V, we wish you and your new little Harper the best of luck during her first few days into this world. And we can't wait until you get to snuggle her in person. Hopefully that will be much sooner than later. All right, so yay for baby Harper. Let's move on to some kudos now. I've got a special kudos to give today to Seeker number 6. Seeker number 6 took it upon herself to do kind of a very Lester move. Which is of course a totally good thing. She did a paper airplane repeated trial investigation where she tested 3 different paper airplane styles. She did repeated trials and she averaged their distance. And she sent me some pictures of her data. So I want you guys to take a moment and appreciate this amazing science work that Seeker number 6 did. For sending that and doing that, Seeker number 6. I just absolutely love that. Keep sending me all that cool real world science you guys are doing. I just cannot get enough of that. Great job. All right, let's talk about our creature of the day. So kind of going back to the backyard theme I started this week with. We kind of detoured a little bit yesterday with the axolotl, but I wanted to tie in the whole salamander thing. So this backyard creature is specific to my backyard. This guy that I'm about to show you has been causing such a ruckus in our bayou. You guys know I have a bayou in my backyard. I'm gonna do a video soon of an updated backyard. I haven't shown y'all the backyard since we started distance learning way back at that first week. But back in our backyard bayou, there has been something stirring up all the water lately, going on these, you can tell it's hunting, whatever it is, because it gets all the little fish stirred up. And I finally got a chance to see it and to see what was causing all of that ruckus. And it was today's creature, which is the wild, the crazy, the somewhat prehistoric alligator garfish. Now, the one in my backyard, of course, is not as big as the one here in some of these photos. It's more, I'd say it's bigger than this one here, but maybe a little bit smaller than this one down here, somewhere in the middle. It's still pretty big though, and it's got that huge giant nose. I think the one in the backyard that we have might actually, truth be told, I think it might be what they're calling a long-nosed gar, which is a little bit different from an alligator gar because their noses are rounded. Of course, they're all still closely related, but I am going to make an effort to try to catch one. Of course, I'll release it, but I want to at least try to catch one if I can to see if I can get a cool picture of it and check it out. Because I learned by doing some research that garfish can actually live out of water for up to 2 hours because they have a swim bladder that can function kind of like as a backup temporary lung system in addition to their gills. And they will even take gulps of fresh air while they're in the water. They'll come up and take gulps of air. And that's because they have that adaptation so that they can go into these really shallow, murky waters like bayous and swamps, like I have in my backyard, where there's not a lot of oxygen. And so when they run out of oxygen in the water, they can pop back up and take a gulp of fresh air from the air. And I thought that was pretty cool. I did not know that before I started researching the gar for you guys. So there's your creature of the day. Check out the video I've got posted for some more cool, interesting facts on the garfish. All right, let's talk about schoolwork. Our team's class chat schedule, we're done with Tuesday. Today is Thursday. That means this morning we're having a 10:30 a.m. social studies chat. You are not going to want to miss this. Trust me, I have a video to show you that, let's see, this will be my 5th year teaching with this video, and it's still one of my favorite videos ever, especially when it comes to teaching social studies. So you will enjoy a very fun music video if you join us at our 10:30 a.m. social studies chat, and you will get a social studies grade for attending. Also today at 2:30 p.m., Miss Smith is going to be around 2:30 to 3:30 for anything you may need, any help, anything you want to talk about, whatever you got, she's there for it. So pop in at 2:30 if you want to see Miss Smith. And then tomorrow we have our rescheduled book chat. Remember, it was originally supposed to be yesterday on Wednesday, but we moved it to Friday so that Miss Evans could be there. So tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. for anybody who wants to join us, we're gonna have a book chat. We're gonna talk about all the things we've been reading. Bring your books with you that you've been reading so you can hold them up and show everybody what you've been reading. And then Miss Evans is gonna pop in and she's gonna talk to us about all the great resources that we have through ClassLink to help keep us strong readers during our distance learning. So there's your class chat for the rest of the week. Not much of the week left at all, is there, guys? Now, you do not have any packet math today. It's a math-free day, so all you need to do is keep those multiplication facts sharp, do your Moby Mac Fact Fluency, and practice those multiplication cards. Now for your ELA packet. Today is not difficult at all. You are going to do the sheet in your packet titled Using Context Clues, and I will show you guys what that looks like. This is going to be a very easy page. You guys are pros at context clues because we do that in class all the time. Just about anytime I read anything to you guys, I always stop when we get to unknown words and we use our strategies to figure out what those words mean. So all you're doing is there's a little blurb here giving you the background information on using context clues to figure out the meaning of unknown words. And then you just have 4 quick multiple choice questions over here to do to check your understanding. All right, so that's all you have to do for that. 4 quick questions. I think you guys will have no problem doing this. Remember, if you want to listen to someone read these pages to you, you can go to Miss V's playlist and listen to her read these 2 pages, and that will help you get this complete. Once you do that, the other thing you're gonna do from your packet in ELA today is your final poem that was put in this first packet, and that is the lyrics poem, and that sheet looks just like this. Now, I have a feeling you might really enjoy this one because for a lyrics poem, there's pretty much no rules. It's just kind of like a song. It can have a beat, it can have a rhythm, it can have a rhyme, but it also doesn't have to. So this is also kind of like free form. So all you have to do, you're gonna title your poem, you're gonna put your title in here somewhere nice and decorate it, make it look nice, and then you're gonna write your poem on these lines here. It can rhyme if you want it to, it doesn't have to rhyme. It can sound like a song if you want it to, it does not have to. This is totally up to you. The one thing to keep in mind though is what it tells us. It says a lyric poem expresses a person's feelings. It may or may not be set to music or rhyme. So the important thing there is that you're expressing feelings. So whatever you want to talk about, go for it. Just make sure you're expressing some feelings in that poem. All right, so once you do your poetry project, you're gonna move on to your I Survived journal prompt for the day. And this is the last journal prompt that was included in this packet. And the prompt for today says, from people you've seen out, what is their mood? How can you tell? So you're gonna answer that with a nice meaty paragraph for me with lots of good details. And once you've done this, you're gonna send me pictures, okay? Don't forget, of course I want pictures of the packet work you've been doing throughout the day, but I need all of your poems sent to me. If you haven't sent me your first 3, the lyrics poem is your 4th poem that we've done so far. So I need all 4 of those poems sent to me as soon as you can, and I need all of your journal entries. So today's the last day with this set of the poetry project and the journal project. So at this point, you guys should be wrapping that up and start sending me those pictures if you haven't done that yet. That's what I'm gonna be looking for. All right, so once you've done your packet work, you have your usual other things to do for ELA today. You're gonna read for 20 minutes. You're gonna do your 30 minutes of your intervention, and I'll be posting chapter 10, believe it or not, of our Harry Potter read aloud. We are over halfway done with that book, guys. Absolutely incredible. So I think about, I'd say about a third of you are following along with Harry Potter right now, and that just makes me so happy. This is such the perfect time to be reading and listening to those books. And then the last thing I have for you is something really fun. So I got a news article in my inbox the other day telling me all about how J.K. Rowling has gone ahead and released a new part of her Wizarding World website. It's called Hogwarts at Home. and they basically just added lots more stuff for you to do on the Wizarding World website, as well as like more crafts, magical craft ideas you can do. There's a tutorial on how to draw your own Niffler. There's all sorts of real cool stuff. And if you've never been on her website at all, on the Wizarding World website, you can go and you can take your sorting hat test and be sorted into your Hogwarts house. You can find out what kind of wand you would have in the Wizarding World. There's a little quiz you can do on that. You can find out what your Patronus is. There's all sorts of cool stuff. So have some fun. Play around with that today if you want to for your daily challenge. Just get permission first before you create an account anywhere. As always, you guys are minors. You need to be safe on the internet. So just make sure you ask your parents' permission before you sign up for anything. Alrighty guys, I think that's it. I think that's all I've got for you today. You are doing wonderful work. This is your last day of ELA packet work for this week, so I want you to finish it out strong. Tomorrow we'll wrap up our last day of math packet work for the week, and you guys, before you know it, we're gonna be cruising into our weekend. So I hope you have a wonderful afternoon. I hope you get outside. I hope you get some sun. I hope you share some kindness with someone. But as always, throughout your day, I hope you remember you can do anything because you are made of stardust. Bye guys, talk to you soon.